Hello everyone, welcome to Infinite Gyan. The history of human settlements in India goes back to the prehistoric times. Even though no written records are available for the prehistoric period, there are plenty of archaeological remains that helped us reconstruct this period. So let us learn about our ancestors, the prehistory of India. Before going into the topic, first let us know what exactly history means. History, as we all know, is the study of past. The historians have divided the history into three time frames: prehistory, proto-history, and history. The events that occurred before the invention of writing are considered the domain of prehistory. They include the three Stone Ages. The period between the prehistory and history, where the civilization has not yet developed writing, but they themselves are mentioned in the written records of some other civilization at that time, are considered a part of proto-history. For example, the script of Harappan civilization has not yet been deciphered, but they are mentioned in the written records of Mesopotamian civilization. Hence, they are a part of proto-history. The events that occurred after the invention of writing are a part of history. Now the question here arises is that how do we know that how old a particular thing is just by looking the remains? For this, a particular technique called the radiocarbon dating is used. It is based on measuring the loss of carbon in the organic materials over a period of time. Now let us learn about the Indian Stone Age. On the basis of geological age and the type of stone tools used, the Indian Stone Age is classified primarily into three types: the Old Stone Age or the Paleolithic Age, the Late Stone Age or the Mesolithic Age, and the New Stone Age or the Neolithic Age. Now let us study about each of these three in detail. Old Stone Age or the Paleolithic Age. The people of this age lived in caves and rock shelters. They were generally hunters and food gathering people. They had no knowledge of agriculture, house building, pottery, or any kind of metal. However, in the later stages of the Paleolithic age, they attained the knowledge of fire. The general time frame of this age is 5 lakh BC to around 10,000 BC. It was spread in practically all parts of India except the alluvial plains of Indus and Ganga. The Paleolithic age is further divided into three phases depending upon the nature and the type of the stone tools used. They are the early or the lower Paleolithic phase, the middle Paleolithic phase, and the late or the upper Paleolithic phase. The people of this age were called as quartzite men because of particular type of hard rock that they used to make their stone tools, called the quartzite. Some of the famous Paleolithic sites in India are the Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh, Soan Valley, Adamgarh Hill, Mucchatla Chintamani Gavi, Karnool Caves, etc. Late Stone Age or the Mesolithic Age. The general time frame of this age was around 10,000 BC to 6,000 BC. The people of this age were mainly hunters and herders. One of the significant aspects of Mesolithic age was the reduction in the size of tool types. The characteristic tools of this age were microliths or the miniature stone tools. The rock art in the prehistory was initiated in this period. The first rock painting in India was discovered at Suhagi Ghat in the Kaimur Hills, Uttar Pradesh in the year 1867. The paintings and the engravings found at the rock shelters give an idea about the social life and the economic activities of the Mesolithic people. The use of bow and arrow started in this phase. There began a tendency to settle for longer periods in an area. Therefore, the domestication of animals, horticulture, and primitive cultivation also started. Bagor in Rajasthan provides the earliest evidence for the domestication of animals. Some of the important Mesolithic sites in India are Bagor, Rajasthan, Mahadaha in Uttar Pradesh, and Adamgarh in Madhya Pradesh. New Stone Age or the Neolithic Age. Remarkable progress is observed in the human civilization in the Neolithic Age. The general time frame of this phase is around 6000 to 4000 BC. Since there began a tendency to settle at a particular area for longer duration, they began cultivating land and growing fruits and corn like ragi and horse gram. They also domesticated cattle, sheep, and goats. The invention of pottery. The Neolithic era people first made pottery by hand and then they made it by making use of potter's wheel. Their pottery included black burnished ware, grey ware, and matte impressed ware. The emergence of self-sufficient villages. In the later phases of the Neolithic era, people had more settled life. They lived in circular or rectangular houses made of mud, and they also knew how to make boats and they could spin cotton and wool and weave a cloth. A lot of innovations happened in the technology. The Neolithic man innovated in the production of stone tools. They now were capable of making polished, pegged, and ground stone tools. Some of the important Neolithic sites in India include Burza Home in Jammu and Kashmir, Gufkral in Jammu and Kashmir, Piklihal in Karnataka, Mehergarh, Koldiva, Mahagara, and Belan Valley. The Copper Stone Age or the Chalcolithic Age. The Chalcolithic Age marked the emergence of use of metal along with stone tools. The first metal to be used was copper. Hence, this age is also called the Copper Stone Age. The general time frame for this period is around 3000 BC to 500 BC. The Chalcolithic people domesticated animals like cows, sheep, goats, pigs, and buffaloes. They were not acquainted with horses. The domesticated animals were slaughtered for food and not milked for dairy products. They produced wheat and rice as their staple and practiced slash and burn on the jung cultivation. They did not know the use of writing. They were not acquainted with burnt bricks and generally lived in thatched houses made of mud bricks. The Chalcolithic people were expert coppersmiths. The beginning of social inequalities in Chalcolithic society. Chiefs used to live in rectangular houses and the other people used to live in round huts. Some of the important Chalcolithic sites in India are Ahar in Rajasthan, Gilund in Rajasthan, Malwa, Navdatoli, Daimabad. That's the basic information that every one of us should know about the prehistory of India. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.